is Stitching in the Interlake. And yes, it's live on a Saturday again. So today is Saturday, the 22nd of August, 2026. And I know it's a Saturday, and I know that it's not everybody's day, but that's okay. And I know that some like Exie and Christina are, they've got plans for today. So I am just going to push ahead. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. So I'm just going to push ahead. You guys have got to try and keep it going, because if I had to talk, I should. Okay, Chantal, where are you from? You're a new one. At least I think you are. Nice to see you. And what are you stitching? And how did you find me? And all those wonderful things. Normally I have my live on Sundays, but oh, really? Okay, well, there's quite a few people. Carol lives near Beeville. She lives in a place called Swinney Switch. Yeah, I know there's a couple of other ladies. I don't know exactly where. But I don't know if you know, but thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I don't know if they're boring or not. I try to keep it interesting. I know that it's for some people. Well, but the thing is that it's either you like me or you don't, right? And I may not be everybody's cup of tea, and I am perfectly fine with that. Because this world would be an absolutely boring place if everybody liked just the certain people. So, so tell me, what are you stitching? And have you subscribed to my channel? And next Sunday there will be a live. Okay? Please remember to give those thumbs up. Yeah, I try to do unboxings. Like my latest unboxing was, I know it's backwards, I'm sorry. There's country baking. And there was here the night with the kitty. I know they call it nights in quotes. I don't know, sometimes they get these names and I don't know. But I think for me, I would make these into red roses, not a pale pink. Yeah. And I would try to make this cat here look more like Ruthie, if I could. If I can. I don't know if I can. So today I am back to working on Jesus the Good Shepherd. And this design is for the church. I had been working on, let me get this here. Yeah, I had been working here on Autumn Sampler, and I will continue working on this until the end of August. And then I'm going to start working on Spring Sampler. Oh, almost forgot. So this is where I'm at. I finished all this here in white. And I'm working up here in this gingham here. So yeah, I just go along and I just do what I feel like and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, if you are interested in painting fairy, you need to go to fairycrosstitch.com. I wish I could put stuff down here or put it up here or whatever it is. I can't edit. I've never been able to edit. I don't know how to do it. So you get what you get. Uh, Anyway, and if you go there, you can use the discount code Ava Kunzelman. And yes, it is EVAKUNZELMAN. 12 letters in my name. And you will get 5% off. And of course, that helps me out because I get a referral fee, which really helps me out. So I think that's a win-win situation. For me, anyways, I would think so. So, yeah. And I know that I've got a couple of things or 3 things coming in the mail. 4 things, I don't know. And but one of the items that I had purchased, it got turned around and went back because it had the wrong port of entry number or something. I don't know when I'm getting it. And that was the custom that I had gotten made. Please remember, thumbs up, peeps. And yeah, so it's so I don't know what is happening with that order. And that was painting fairly. It's the first time it's happened. I don't know what is going on. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Yeah. But I guess stuff happens that we don't even know about. I remember one order I got from AliExpress, I think, years ago, when I lived down in Oakville, that it arrived in a package. There were 2 patterns in there, 2 kits in there. One was fine. The other one had gotten wet and was just nothing there. And you're darn tootin', I went back and I took pictures, did everything, and yeah. And I'm not sure if they gave me a credit or did they send it to me again or whatever. But I found it odd that in a sealed package, how can one get wet and the other one doesn't? If I knew that answer, I'd be queen of the world. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But I do have several orders that are coming in. I know I have a Temu order that's coming in. And I had to place another Temu order yesterday because, as you know, I am teaching a workshop, cross-stitch workshop, here on the 26th of September. I had bought a whole package with 30 needle threaders. The worst thing for me is if I take something and I have it in one place and I decide, oh, I'm going to put it over here for safekeeping. No. Because I lose it right away. I lose it right away because my brain does not function that way. It's, I have complex PTSD. I have borderline. I have depression, anxiety, possible, high functioning autism. We don't know. We don't know. Um, and I don't think they'll ever find out, And if so, where does one end and then the other one begins? So for me, I am a person of habit. Wherever it is, I have to keep it there, because otherwise I can't find it. I had a whole bunch of scissors like this that I keep getting in the kits there with from Painting Fairy. And oh, just so that I can let you know, these needles from Painting Fairy are so good. These are so good. Oh, yes. These are the only needles I've got. And in every package, when you order a kit, they send you a little tool kit. And you will get one of these. There's 8 needles in there. Okay. And I have lots of them. So I don't have to buy any more needles. This is Jonah. Yeah, that's Jonah boy. Ruthie is over there. She's by the window. And yeah, Jonah is also known as Sir Whine-a-Lot because he whines a lot. So now, if you're wondering where I am in the world, I live in a very small town by the name of Ericsdale in Manitoba, Canada. So I'm directly north of Winnipeg on number 6 highway. And it's about hour and a half. It depends, because I would say an hour and a half. Because if we have to go to the city and we have to go like Costco or, Grace Hospital or wherever it is, it takes about an hour and a half to get there. So, yes, it is doable in a day. And the next time we're going into Winnipeg is on the 16th of September. And I will be so happy because I got to get this tooth fixed. Actually, I'm hoping that they yank it out. Just pull it out. It's disintegrating. And I know somebody had asked, why don't I go in sooner? Because I'm not going into the city any sooner. And Juliet is my bestie, my best friend. And she lives just over here. Her boyfriend, John, actually lives in this same complex. And yes, I live in a 55 plus. And oh gosh. There. Look at that face. Hey, Jonah boy. Jonah boy. Jonah boy. And Ruthie, like I said, she's over there. And so I live in this very small community. And it's a nice community. I feel at home here. I was not born here. I was not raised here. After my husband passed away in 2008, I had moved to Lundar, which is the next town south. Okay? It's about 20 minutes south of here. I never took to living there. There was nothing. There was just nothing. Uh, no, 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 no. So I couldn't look after the house I was living in. So then I moved down to Oakville and I lived right next door to my son. Right next door. Like there was just a fence between us. Well, that turned out to be a really bad idea. So after 4 years, I moved up here. I had the opportunity to move to a house over here, which was the old rectory for St. Eric's Catholic Church. And I am Catholic, okay, and devoutly so. Am I perfect? No. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah. Show me one person who is outside of Jesus. Um. Anyway, I lived there for some of these people in here. I tell you, no respect for other people. None. 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 Like they just don't care. They just don't care. They just figure they can do what they want, bang, and slam the doors and do whatever without trying to be, considerate of other people living here. And I do because I close my door slowly. Sometimes it is that I'm trying to take my buggy out and the window kind of push my the door closed, but yeah. And but anyways, I do like living here. But I had lived over at the church house for 4 years. And then I was able to get in here and they had renovated this unit. So I moved into a really new unit. And it's one of the bigger ones, which I'm happy about. Because if I had to live in one of the smaller ones, no. Like, no. So I knew when I moved in here, and that has been just over a year ago. I moved on the 28th of July last year. I knew that some people smoked in here. Why? It's a government building. I don't understand that. And we're attached to the personal care home or the PCH, and the PCH is attached to the hospital. And there's a common link between them all. There should have been no smoking in here, period. So we kept after certain ones, not the smokers, but us, okay? Us who are non-smokers. So anyway, we had a building manager before who was absolutely, he didn't do anything. He did nothing. Everything was, he'd tell you, I'm going to be there at, say, 2:00. And you get a message from him saying, sorry, I'm delayed. I'm not going to be there till 4. Like you can't do that. You cannot do that. I think this is my Jesus the Good Shepherd. Okay, 6. No, that's 7. Oh, don't have that one. What is 12? Is that one? Okay, let me see here. All right, that one I can do. Yeah, so now they have made the building non-smoking. However, there is a caveat to that. For those people who came in before, so there's 2 of them. There's this guy next door to me. He's in 6. And the guy in 7 are grandfathered in for a year. That shouldn't be allowed. That should not be allowed. You know, like it should be just, that's it. Non-smoking as of the 1st of September. Out, you know, you want to smoke, go outside. And I'm sure those of you who do not smoke agree with me on that. So, anyway, that wasn't the only problem, but going back still to the smoking problem, is that on Tuesday afternoon at 2:15 here, we're going to have a resident meeting with the building manager and the tenant manager. The only thing is, the people that should be there won't be there. The ones that are smoking, they will not be there. This guy over here, he's paranoid right up the yin yang. He does not open his door to anyone. He does not sit there with anyone. He's extremely antisocial. So anyway, so he's not going to be there, and he smokes like a chimney. Then there is the guy that's across the hall, and that is ground zero for bed bugs. Yes, you heard that right. Bed bugs. I told them over a month ago. Well, actually, I told them a year ago when they first started spraying. They wouldn't even tell us what they were spraying for. But we should have the right to know what they're spraying for, right? Oh no, it's privacy issues. It's just privacy. We can't disclose because, you know, it's just, but the thing is that it affects everybody in here. Okay? So I kept telling them, I said, this is going to spread. Oh, we've got a handle on it. Don't worry about it. We know what we're doing. We've got a handle on it. I've done, you know, like the building manager, Keith, I've looked after lots of places and they had bed bugs and we didn't have a problem and all that kind of stuff. And I said, I'm a retired nurse. And I told them it's going to spread. Now, I've never encountered bed bugs or what are the other ones? Cockroaches, silverfish, any of those. Okay, never. So anyway, they were always having trouble with him across the hall, ground zero. And we'll just call him ground zero for sake of argument, without naming names. Not that you would know who it was anyways. Anyway, he's a very unhygienic, very dirty individual. And he is extremely loud. And he doesn't do anything in a quiet manner. Nothing. So anyway, they would come once every 2 weeks, once a month, and I kept telling them, this is going to spread. Oh, no, we've got a handle on it. We've got a handle on it. We know exactly. So I said, okay. And I said, but nothing's going to change there until it is that they stop his family from coming in here because where they live, they have bed bugs. Their vehicle, I'm sure, is full of bed bugs. And I told them, I said, this will never clear up until you do something here. And we've got a handle on it. Don't worry, let us handle it. So, okay, about a month ago or so, no, it was before that, I found out that number 5 had gone to his friend in number 7, ground 0, and had he's doing something. So you're going to hear odd noises. He's screwing something in or doing something. Yeah, he should screw in his own light bulb. Oh no, maybe it's over there. It's in Gary's old apartment. So anyways, what did I find out? But number 5, I was talking to him one day outside, and I said, oh, I see that number 7, his bed is out there, mattress and everything else. And he said, yeah, I took it out for him. And what did he do? He dragged it all the way down the hallway. All the way down the hallway. So past my door and all the way down. Now I'm in number 8. Okay. And then he said, oh, like I've got these itchy spots all over me. And I don't know what they are. I said, number 5, that's bed bugs. Oh, really? Really? I said, yes, you should have bagged it up. And he was told at ground 0 by the tenant manager and the building manager that they had to first wrap things up before they brought it out of his unit. You cannot tell number 7, ground 0. You cannot tell him anything like that. No, because it just goes like this. With both of them, 7 and 5, they're best friends. And so anyway, he said, oh, so that's what it is. And then I found out he had taken the mattress out. And I said, you weren't supposed to drag it down the hallway. Oh, he wanted it gone, so I moved it for him. And then, okay, about, I don't know, a week later or so, I'm laying in bed. It's a Saturday night. And what do I see crawling up my wall? A nice big bed bug. I freaked out. I absolutely, that is something I went from 0 to 1,000 like that. Hi, my boy. Hello, my boy. Yes, what do you want? What are you doing? Okay, come on, go on up there. Go. Hi there, my boy. Yeah, okay, go up. He's got his bed here, if you can call it a bed. It's a basket that he's taken over. So I just took it and squished it and threw it in the toilet because they did not share information. They did not tell. They didn't put flyers out. They didn't put anything out. And I told them, we as tenants here have the right to know what you're spraying for and what um, what we should do, what we are supposed to be looking for, all that kind of stuff, right? So, anyways, I told them, and oh, well, and I had gone down to seniors resources and talked to Kathy, and I was just absolutely beside myself. I ended up getting a doozy of a migraine. I don't know if it was brought on by stress, by it was whatever else. So that was a Saturday. It took them 3 weeks to decide to come and spray. Okay. So a week ago today, I woke up Saturday morning and I was going like this, and well, there's only one there. I was scratching and scratching, and I thought I had hives because I had looked at my bed before, but nothing. So then I thought, to heck with it. I'm just going to look through. I recommend this to anybody. It doesn't matter how clean, how dirty you are. If you've gone on trips, if you've gone other places, if you've gone, anywhere, you stayed in a motel, anywhere, okay? If you go to a thrift store, you've got to make sure that you look through stuff. So, anyway, I lifted up my mattress and I'm looking here, like, and then I didn't see anything. So then I decided, I'm going to lift it up here. So I started on the end closest to me. I'm going like this. All of a sudden, 1 colony, 2 colonies, 3 colonies. So this time round, I saved them in a bottle. An old medicine bottle. And the next day, I believe it was the next day. I think it was the next day. I'm not sure. Could have been the same day. I don't know. I thought, you know what? I had been getting these, what I thought were hives in the back of my head. So I had this green kind of cushion thing, that you can sit up in bed and it holds you up. It's not a pillow, but it's a, sitting bed pillow, whatever you want to call it. So I thought, you know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm just going to look it over. Just look it over. Yeah, I found them. I found a bigger colony with 3 adults. So I got those all in the pill bottle and I tossed that thing out. But I wrapped it up in a garbage bag first before I dragged it down the hallway. So they don't check their mail, their emails, they don't answer their phone, check their messages, nothing on the weekend. Which I think is wrong. They should be doing that. Because what if there's something really important going on that they should know about, right? So anyway, they came here on, it was just the tenant manager, Sarah. She came here. And I told her, I said, you know what? You guys dropped the ball on this. I warned you a year ago that this was going to happen, that these things were going to spread because by their very nature, they spread. Okay? It's just what they do. Okay? I really don't know what purpose they have in this world, but I always said that God made the good things like honeybees, and Satan made the hornets and the wasps and, all of those. He took something good and made it something, ugh, right? So, anyway, so I don't know what purpose they've got. So, I was right up to here. And my anxiety level went through the roof. And when I had found the other bug, I had taken everything out that I could, that had fabric in it or anything else. So I took my footstools and I took my cushions and pillows and whatever else. And I took them outside, my rugs, and I sprayed them down with bug spray. Because I thought, I want to get on top of this, right? But of course, they never sent any messages. There was nothing. So I didn't know exactly what I was looking for, what I should do, nothing. And I told Sarah, I said, that was wrong. That was absolutely wrong. So, anyways, a couple of hours later, I start getting papers in my door. And sure enough, they were all about bed bugs, what to do if there's an infestation, all that kind of stuff. This was the worst kept secret in this building. We all knew, but it was not, nor was it ever confirmed. Like, even when I gave Sarah those bed bugs, she said, well, they're potentially. Well, they can shove that potential thing where the sun don't shine. So I had 36 hours to get my apartment ready, my unit ready, for them to come and spray on the Tuesday. So not only did it inconvenience me, but it inconvenienced these two guys. It was a good thing I had my patio. And so I had gone over to Juliet's. And I mean, it was a miserable day that day, too. And yeah. So now they're going to be coming every month. And I said, this could have easily have been avoided. Easily have been avoided. I said, you guys need to be more transparent. I said, we live here. You don't live here. We do. We're the ones that are dealing with it. So, I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. But I am so disgusted. Because I've never had cockroaches. I've never had silverfish. I've never had bed bugs. I've had scabies when I used to work as a nurse. And I picked it up where I was working. Yeah, I had that. And I had to tell them information. I said, well, bed bugs become resilient or resistant to spray. And Sarah was going, really? I never heard that. I said, it's common sense. Why do you think if you have a bacterial or even a viral infection and they give you antibiotics or whatever, antivirals, whatever, you have to finish them up because otherwise they become resistant. And we all know that because of the way that the bacterial infections are now. They're running out of antibiotics. They're trying to find new antibiotics that will go up against whatever strains. I think the latest that I remember is vancomycin. But there is MRSA out there, um, the C virus. Yeah, that was a red herring. Um, so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So, that's what's happening here. So, I believe it is on the 15th because they come on a Tuesday. I believe it is on the 15th of September. I got to go out again for 6-7 hours. I leave here at about 9:30, quarter to 10 in the morning. I can come back at 4:30. Yeah. It's not fun. It is not fun. And if you happen to live in an apartment block, a housing unit, whatever it is, do not let them bowl you over. You have, as a tenant, you have the right to request information. You have the right to complain, everything. So I had put and I said, the other thing was, I said, everybody who moves into this building should get a mattress cover, pillow covers, pamphlets, sheets, whatever it is on bed bugs. Put it out there so that we know. You don't just leave it until it happens, like, because people like me, we panic. So, yeah. So anyway, I don't know what's happening, but I haven't been bit since. But the eggs only hatch between 7 and 14 days later. So that's why they have to come back every month, because the spray does not affect the eggs. The eggs are already resistant. They're already resistant to it. So, yes. But I was so disgusted. And also, a bigger problem here is we've got nurses that work over here at the hospital that live in 3 units here. They shouldn't be here, but they are here. And one has not even shown up, so I don't even know. Like, the same pamphlets are in there that were put in there last week, and the door's never been opened. So, I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the joy. That's the joy. That's the joy of living in, I'm not sure if it's communal living, whatever it is, but it is. You have absolutely every right. Oh, this tooth is getting sore. I have to wait. I've got about, what is it, 3 weeks? A little over 3 weeks to go. Yeah. All right, now that I've gabbed on here for the last hour, can you tell me what you're stitching on? Who's here? I only know of one person, and that is Chantal Creates. Yeah, so I don't know. What are you working on? I can't do this on my own here. You guys have got to come and help. Okay. At about noon, I am going to, I've got a question for you. I always try to get one question. Just to kind of, fill in. So, but yeah, you're also very quiet. I know when Exie is here, when, who else? Helen is here. Some of the others there, Christina. But like I said, Exie went to Raleigh for it was some kind of an excursion trip there. She always goes on these things. She goes all over the world, that woman. And anyways, they were going to Raleigh to go and see the trolls. Apparently they've got these wooden trolls, made out of blocks of wood or whatever. I told her to take lots of pictures, so hopefully she will, and to post them. So, okay, so I do have a Facebook group, which is Stitching in the Interlake. And to be able to get into the Facebook group, you need to answer the questions. So one of them is, have you subscribed to my channel? The other one is that you need to give me the name of one of my 2 living sidekicks. And I mention them every video. They're family. So, and then somebody will let you in after you've been vetted. So that means I look at your page and all that, your information. And if it seems suspicious to me, then no. Like, and I've had, or they don't answer the questions. If you don't answer the questions, it's an automatic exclusion. So, so tomorrow we have our lay service at 10, and then it's over about 10:30. I'm going to come home. I'm going to put Betty into Susie. So Betty is my buggy. That's my walker. And yes, we call them walkers here. Okay. It is, it's got big wheels and, I know that you call them, what the heck, rollators or something down there in the States. No, we call them walkers here. And so anyway, I'm going to put that into Susie, and then I am going to go over to the Roger Kimley Festival. I'm hoping to be there for 11:30, 11. It's just over here. It's just across the highway. And the Roger Kimley Festival is a music fest. It's a folk festival, mostly. Though Juliet said last night that when they were in the house watching TV, that I guess the bass was so strong that she could hear it in the house. Now they're closer than I am. So, yeah. So, anyway. Ruthie, what are you doing? You're walking around, you're walking around. I'm really going to see who's all going to be there on Tuesday for the meeting. Most of the people won't be there. The nurses won't be there. The ones that smoke probably won't be there. Number 5 might be there. He smokes terribly. And, you know, out here, like they have it, I don't know where I put that paper. They actually had it on their own edict, on their own memo, that the smoking area must be 8 meters. 8 meters. And for those of you who are too lazy to convert, 25 feet. Okay? From a door, a window, an open patio, a balcony. Well, we don't have balconies here. I wish we had a patio, but we don't have a patio. That would be something that I would have liked out here. Oh, and this guy next door, plus Ground Zero. They like to smoke weed. And weed is legal here in Canada. It's legal to possess it. It is legal to grow it. There's cannabis stores all over the place. Ugh, it's disgusting. So, anyway, I think it was last week I was laying in bed and all of a sudden I get this stink coming in through the window. Oh, skunk. That's what it smelled like. Skunk. Like the skunk spraying right outside your window. And it comes and wafts right in. It is so gross. It is so gross. And that gives me an instant migraine. And I said, I know that they have the right to smoke. Oh, and then I got from Sarah, she's saying, yeah, but they're not, it's going to be non-smoking here. In 1 year. I don't know how they can do that in 1 year. Like all the other things, you know, you have taxes and everything else, and they give you like 30 days or 2 months or something, even 6 months. But no, they get 1 year. So anyways, I was talking to number 5 outside there yesterday when I went for my walk. And I said, I see there's a meeting. And he said, yeah. He said, it's about the non-smoking. And I said, oh, yep. And then he said, and then I told him, I said, yeah. And I said, oh, no, he said, and here, you know, we're smoking here. And I said, you're not supposed to be this close to the building. I said, you're supposed to be 8 meters out, which puts them across the road out here, across the street. So, like, it seems like smokers don't care. I know my husband, he smoked and he did not care. He did not care. He did not care. You know, I had said no smoking in the house. He abided by that. I told him, I said, no smoking in the big truck. Yeah. Well, that didn't last long. He kept saying, oh no, I'm not going to smoke in here. I want it so that it's going to be, hold its value for resale later. He didn't care about me, nothing. So, and my husband passed away on the 9th of August in 2008. So, yes, it's been 18 years. So, yeah. So, okay. Here is a question. I don't know if it's too dark for you. I had to close the curtain there because the sun was shining so much in, and I have headaches every day, okay? Every single day. They can be migraines every single day, okay? Every single day. I take a drug, it's called Ajovy. It's a once-a-month injection that I give myself. It's an expensive injection. It's $642, but it's covered under Manitoba Pharmacare. So anyway, yeah, and I also have 2+ brain tumors. They're called cavernomas. Yeah. Okay. Question. Sorry, I get sidetracked. So the question is, what project took you the longest to complete? Complete. Not whips. Because I have whips. I have a whip that's 17 years old. I don't know when I'm going to get it done. But, yeah. No, the longest, what took you the longest to finish? I know last week we talked about what was the most difficult cross stitch. And I know for me it was a Teresa Wensler. The only one I ever did. I mean, I'd like to do Angel of Frost. That's the one I'd like to do. But, no. Oh, my knee. I have a Baker cyst behind my knee. And if I cross my legs, it hurts. Like if I cross it with my left knee over top. But sometimes I have to change. I know I shouldn't be crossing my legs. I know. I gotcha. So, but yes, what cross stitch took you the longest to complete? And why did it take you so long? Is it that you lost the pattern? Is it that you had put it away and you couldn't find it? Um, and kind of going along that line, how many times have you restarted a project? Like, that you had gotten and made maybe a heaven and earth design or something. And those ones take a long time to do. Um, you know, which one I've known people, they get like this much done over one on a 25 count or whatever count it is. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And they'll go and they'll start it over again. Um, I've rarely done that. Rarely. I don't even know when the last one. Oh, I know I had done Celtic Autumn. I know that is one that I had done. Because I'd moved so many times and I lost it. Hey, Ruthie girl, come here. Come show your beautiful face. Come here. Come on. No, Jonah, stay there. I'm not calling you. No, she doesn't want to come up here. Um, oh, and I was going to say also, just kind of as an aside to this, something else, is that on the, I believe it is the 6th of September, I believe, just a minute here. I gotta look it up. Make sure I got the right date. Yes, the 6th of September. I am going to be starting another gift away. And that one is going to go until the 4th of October. It is my birthday and my 1000th subscriber gift away. Okay. Now, there are already um, um, oh, Gigi has started a new one. That one, that's Blueberry Hill. Oh, she always does beautiful work. Okay, so now, and this is Mandy's. Oops, wait a minute. This is Mandy's. I think this is a Lola Crow. Exquisite. Absolutely exquisite. Um, no, that's not it. So just a minute. Oh, and those of you who didn't see, that's moi. It's AI created, but it's me. um, okay, so yeah. So XC will have that one. It's Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. Okay. So that one is going to be available. Gosh, just a minute here. Mm-hmm. Oh, where are? Just a minute here. I gotta find here where. It's got to be over here in my Let me see here. Yep, right here. Okay. All right. She's got these two. That is one of them. It's just a little card. That's what it looks like. Okay. It says thankful on it. She's got another one too that she's going to put in there. Okay. Wow. Just a minute. Trying to find it. There's another one by Gigi that she is putting in, and she says it's for everywhere. There is a design, and I've got to get them over there again on the Facebook group. But there's one by, I don't know, it's either Mandy or Holly or Helen or somebody over in the UK. There will be a kit, but it will only be open to people in the UK. Okay. I will be putting in several. Okay. So, because it is that shipping is so expensive, and we all know that. We all know that. That it's just going to be, you know. Now, most of these, the one from over in the UK, I'm not sure if it's Mandy or whoever, that it, you know, it'll be just in their region. Okay. And I have got several patterns. I'm not putting in a kit this year, I don't think. It's just going to be, so if you don't do counted, you may want to learn, or you can just pass it by. Yeah. So I think that's wonderful. And I open that up to anybody in here, but you must be a subscriber to my channel and you must be a member of the Facebook group. Okay. So, and you must say where you are. Okay. So that we know where it's going to go. I know from Gigi there, she'll mail it. It's not very big, so she'll just mail that anywhere, she said. She's so good at that. So, yeah. So, boy, you guys are absolutely like, cat got your tongue? Can't talk today? Come on, somebody. Ask me a question. Ask me a question. So, yeah, it's hard to carry this on my own for 2.5 hours, you know. And I know you're probably all there busy stitching. Oh, and in my cross-stitch workshop, the cross-stitch workshop that I am doing on the 26th of September, I am hoping afterwards, I finally got a name for it. I wanted to do stitch and BITCH, right? And I thought, nah, I don't want to put that there. So then I kind of put it stitch and put some kind of a um, icon or whatever there and itch, right? And then later on I thought, well, stitch and snitch. So that's what it's going to be, a stitch and snitch. I'm going to try and do, I don't know if it will be every Saturday. I don't know if it will be every second Saturday. I don't know if we're going to do it once a month. That is something that I am hoping that the people that are coming will let me know. So, yeah. So, anyway, as soon as I ask, somebody tell me who's there, people start dropping. I don't know, it's almost like I said a bad word or something. Yeah. So, oh, today I'm making my cherry cheeseless cake. So I'm making that. I opened up a new package of vegan cream cheese. It was bad. I just bought it on Thursday. So I'm going to take it back probably on Monday. I'll walk it down there. So, but I did take yesterday, I took for Kathy. Ah, thank you, Chantel. Just stitching too. Okay. Thank you at least for responding. Can you tell me what you're stitching on? What are you working on today? What is everybody working on today? And what you can do is you can post. I heard your bed bug story. So sorry about that. I know, boring as all get out, right? Saying, don't come here, don't come here. Yeah. I tell you, I'm livid about it. Because it could have easily have been avoided. And I told them, people have got to stop going into each other's unit. It's a contagion, right? It spreads. It likes to hide. It'll stay on your shoes. It'll do all of that. This not keeping everybody in the loop is just, I told them, I said, I'm sorry, but you guys dropped the ball on this. I'm stitching one of my many whips. It's a little girl with butterflies in her hair. Try to post it on the Facebook page. I'm a subscriber. Ah, good. Okay, good. Good. I'm so happy about that. As you see, I am getting ever so close to 1,000. I haven't gotten to 1,000 yet. I'm at 993. So, and I've been at this for 5.5 years almost. Now you may ask why I started this channel. I started it because I thought, I'm sitting here stitching anyways. I'm almost 68 years old. I'm retired. I'm a retired nurse / truck driver. Yes, I did get my CDL. And my husband and I went driving. And it was good. But then it didn't. anyways, or then it wasn't. Um, so I just thought, I'm stitching here anyways. And I thought, at the time I was watching Laura, Stitching with Laura. And of course, we all know that she passed away this year. And I would talk to her after her videos. And I would talk to her. And she helped me so much with how to start my video, how to, you know, do that. And everybody has a different way of doing their videos, right? So, and then at first I was just going to do like once a week, twice a week, something like that. But then I thought, I'm sitting here anyways. I don't know. I remember when I started, I was looking and I thought, oh my gosh, I wonder if I'll get 5 people. And there were, hi Helen, I'm here. David, watching you on the TV, just popped onto my phone to message you. I will post the pictures again on the Facebook for the kit again for the UK and Ireland. Thank you so much. I knew it was one of you. I just could not. You know me and my memory. I don't have much of a memory. Well, I should say I do have a memory, but it's very, very short. Yeah. So, yeah, so I started it, and as they say, the rest is history. And I found it a wonderful way to meet people. Like I said, I sit here anyways and stitch. And I have met such wonderful people on this group. Absolutely wonderful. Gigi, Exie, Christina, Carol, Helen, Mandy, and on and on and on and on and on. Right? I can't remember everybody's name. And so, yeah, it's, and I thought, well, I know what it's like when you get older. And this gives me something to do every day. I look forward to it every single day. As you can probably guess, I enjoy talking too. Even if it's only my own ears that hear me. And yeah, so that's what I started. And so I started on the 9th of May, 5 years ago, so in 2021. And I haven't looked back. Yep. And I try to post a video every single day. Now, there are some days when I can't, that it is, oh, okay. Something happens and I can't do it. Like last Tuesday when I had to, when they had to spray in here and I had to go over to Juliet's. So there will be the occasional day. And yes, I know that sometimes I make boo-boos on my videos, okay? And I do not know how to edit. So if you are really looking for the bells and whistles, you're not going to find it here. Okay? You're just not going to find it here because I just don't know how to do it. And I know everybody's got their thing and they have the, um, what is it, the Chiron at the bottom. And they've got, oh, look at this up here and look at this up here and I'll insert a picture here or whatever there. I can't do that. Okay? I'm all I have is my iPad. And I just got a newer iPad. This is a 2020, but it's got 512 gigs to it. My other one had 64, and I quickly ran out of space. So I thought, and I buy them refurbished. There is nothing wrong with refurbished. Nothing. I know there's a lot of people, like, when I say that, oh no, I'm not buying a used one. I'm not. No, 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 no. Well, if you go to an auto dealership, if you go to a thrift store, that's fine. You'll pay, whatever it is, $10 for a used coffee machine. Exactly the same. But they have a 3-month guarantee or warranty, whatever. My phone is a refurbished one. And my iPad now is. And there is nothing wrong with it. Now, somebody will always say, yeah, but I tried it and I had a lemon. Well, you can buy something brand new and it be a lemon. My tooth is sore. Oh, gosh. And of course, then that goes into a headache. So, yes, I have these two plus benign brain tumors. They're called cerebral cavernous malformations, or CCMs, or they call them cavernomas. And what it looks like is it looks like a varicose vein, but it's all kind of, it's like in a small, like it looks like a raspberry or a blackberry. Okay. And I've had them since I was in utero. And I only found this out 16 years ago, 17 years ago. Because I had been experiencing migraines for years and years and years and years, ever since I was little. And like I said, I do get headaches every single day. Whether or not they turn into a full-fledged migraine, I don't know. I also have here in the back of my neck, it's called occipital neuralgia. And that most definitely causes migraines. So, is this going into a migraine? Yes. I mostly get right-sided. Occasionally I will get left-sided. It depends on how my neck is. I put a picture on Facebook of what I'm stitching. Oh, thank you, Helen. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Yep. And I'm going to be starting so people can put in their names. Okay. And I'm wondering if I should put that into features or something to make it easier to find. I'm thinking. I don't know. I'll have to see. And, but I'm going to have a couple of ones that I found at thrift stores. And I think I can probably do them for anywhere because they're just small. They are, what are they called? Lavender and lace. So I think one is Catch the Wind. Yeah. And I may actually put in a um, PDF that I have not stitched. And I think I'm going to do it that it's going to be this one. Because yes, indeed, I do have it in, I bought it from Cooler Designs. But then I got this, and yes, they're exactly the same. So I was thinking maybe I will do that. Because I'm only ever going to stitch it once, right? I'm not stitching it again. And there's so much back stitching and so much counting and so many half stitches and 3/4 and quarter stitches and everything. Like, these are a challenge. That's why I'm so glad that I've done this here on Printed. I do work on Counted. I do. Now, I ordered something, I think it was yesterday, and once I get it, then I'm hoping that things will be a little bit different here. I am still trying to sell my tables table thing here. It's from Fairy Cross Stitch. It just doesn't work here. Hi, Gigi. Oh, welcome. So nice to have you here. Gigi has been one of my longest subscribers on my channel, and I am so blessed to have known her and to oh, that's okay. Just a minute here. I'm going to try and find it. Yes. Okay. I do have this for sale. It does not work for me. It does not work for me. Okay. I tried it. Since day one. Oh, yeah. For you. Yes. Since day one. And as you can see, it's well, if you can read that, $128 US. Okay. But this, I tried. And if you go way back on my videos, you'll see I tried. But because I don't have the right table to attach it, it never worked for me. Never worked for me. So, but if anybody is interested, I am going to see if someone wants to buy it at, and I'm trying to sell it for $100. And, like, it's good, it's solid, everything else, but it just does not work for me. It does not. And that's okay, because not everything works for everyone. So, yeah. Yeah, no, Gigi has been here since day one. Absolutely. She's been a joy to my channel and a blessing. So, and Christina, I've known her since 3.5 years now, I think. Yeah, she found me one day. She found me from Laura's channel, and she's been with me. And normally I talk to her and Carol, who was Swinny Switch. Thank you, Gigi. You're always so kind. It just makes my heart feel good. Makes me teary too. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, I've grown very fond of each and every one of you. I consider you all my dearest, dearest friends. And I have, I've already informed Juliet, like I have kits galore that that when I pass away, Juliet will take pictures of all the kits that I've got, and she is going to put them up. I don't know what she's going to charge for them. She might just charge $5 and shipping costs. So, and that those will be the ones that um, are new, and also the ones that I've started. So some of you may gain a project that has me in it. So, yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of times people have started stuff and it's just like, no, 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 no. I saw your comments on Laura's channel when you said you were going to start your channel. Miss Laura so much. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She was awesome. I would talk to her on Sundays after her live. And she gave me pointers. She was an awesome woman. She really was. And I was extremely sad and shook up when she had passed away, because she left such a legacy behind her. You know, she is sadly missed in the stitching community, absolutely, as she is by her family. So, and Laura was the queen of whips. She would start a new one almost every day. And the thing is, she was the queen of whips, but the finisher of none. I did do her up a small cross stitch of a butterflies around a lantern, and I sent that to her, and I said, "Here, Laura, so that you have one that is finished." Yeah. So I don't know what's happened with all of her stash. I don't know if they're keeping it, if they're going to sell it, as whatever. I don't know. But yeah, she is sadly missed in our community. She loved it when the company started offering her free kits. Must be over 1,000. Yeah, I think so. I know I was thrilled. And it was VIP cross stitch was the first one. And then I think it was, when was it? Earlier last year, they just stopped. All of them. At one point, I had 13 companies. Right now, I only have 2. Painting Fairy and Panda Stitch, which are basically sister companies. So, yeah. So I know it does help. I think this is one of the ones that I got as a gift. And I remember when I started printed cross stitch because I was having trouble seeing because of my migraines. And, but since I've been on the Ajovi, it's kind of better. But anyway, um, I thought this is the cat's meow, but they were all 11 count. And I really did not like 11 count. I have a lot here that are 11 count. And when I teach my class on the 26th, I'm teaching it with 11 count because it's easier for people to see and it's easier with the needle, because it's bigger. They can easily switch over to a 14 or a 16 or 18 or whatever count they want. And these are printed kits. They're small. They are flowers. There's a hedgehog. There's turtles. Panda, I think. Birds. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. So my class is $20 per person. And that comes with the kit of your choice. So I'll spread them all out on the table. And they can choose what one that they like because everybody likes something different, right? So, and it's, yeah, because nobody wants to do the same as somebody else, right? You want to do something different. Well, some of them might want to do the same as somebody else, but yeah. So, I already taught a class up in Ashern, which is about 30 minutes north here. And that went over really well. That was in July. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to do one here. Oh, right here. And so yeah, so I did that up there. And but you know what? Not one single person contacted me after. Not one. Not one. Not one. Not a one, not a one. So I don't know if I'm going to do another class up there or if I'm going to do it somewhere else. I don't know. It was at the Women's Resource Center. So, and with their kit, they also get a small toolkit. And that small toolkit, I don't even know if I've got one here. I thought I did. I thought I did. No, that's Autumn Sampler. Oh, wow. This isn't it, but it's close to it. So they will each get 2 of these. That is for parking, if you do parking. I don't do parking. They each get 2 thimbles. I don't use thimbles. These things come in when you get from Painting Fairy. Okay. I also, gosh, I don't know where it is. Ah, 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 ah. Oh, they will also get a lanyard with a pair of scissors and a needle threader on there. And they will also get 1 piece of thread and a thread bobbin. So that's ground zero talking. Yeah. Like, why do you have to be so loud? Oh my goodness. Where did I put my needle? Did I lose my needle? I think I lost my needle. Oh, I can hear them over at the McEwen Park there. I can hear them over there. Let me see which one of these has got this one here. Okay. I love these needles. Oh, and I love their Painting Fairy thread. I do. Okay, so that one's done. That's good. I will never get any other needles except these. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So, and they will be allowed to choose 1 embellishment. Whatever embellishment that they feel will look good on, if they choose to. If they choose to. Right? It's whatever that they want to put on their piece, because that's what I do. I put a lot of embellishments on mine. It's just what I do, because I love bling. Not on me. I love bling on my stitching projects. So, yeah. So, but I am, like I said, I'm almost 68 years old. I'll be 68 on the 5th of October. Coming up fast. Gosh, I can't believe I'm 68. I have been stitching 60 plus years. My mother was well, she had sewed, with the sewing machine. She made my sister and I dresses and things like that. But, because we always dressed alike. Now, my sister passed away in 1968. She was 7, going to be 8 the next day. So, yeah, another one of the traumas in my life. Anyways, my mother could do embroidery. Oh, could she do embroidery? She was very, very good at embroidery. I can't do embroidery. I cannot get my head around it and what stitch do you use where and all of that kind. No, no. No, 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 no. And if you're just here, you can see here, like those are some of my finishes. And I've done probably hundreds of finishes. And there's more all over the place. Yeah, so so like I said, I never took to embroidery. Never did. I would gravitate right to cross stitch. And at the time, all we had were my mother and her twin sister worked on, it was printed tablecloths and chair backs and stuff like that. So I got some of the ones there that were the quilt blocks. Wow, you can hear them over there. I'm going tomorrow, so I received it with free tickets, which I'm grateful for. So I'm gonna go tomorrow. Anyway, so yeah, and that's how I started. And then I started into the counted. And okay, you got to remember, this is pre YouTube, pre cell phone, pre whatever, right? There were no stitching stores where, especially where we lived, which was a small town. Not as small as this town, but a small town. And you couldn't buy DMC. Everything I learned, I had to learn myself. And it was trial and error. Oh, yeah. Because my mother she never did counted embroidery. She never did, counted cross stitch. She never did anything like that. Not at all. So, and then I progressed. And I do most of my own framing. So I mount my own projects. And I do that by lacing them onto, well, goodbye everybody who's leaving. Or maybe you've got company or something. Yeah. Oh, wow. Down to 3. Oh, my goodness. Where is everybody? Is it lunch, maybe? I'm just going to keep going. So even if there's nobody on here, I'm just going to keep going. I've got another 40 minutes left. So hopefully some of you can make it back. Yeah, so maybe they're bored. Maybe you guys are bored. Do you even care about what my life was? So, yeah, so then that just started me. And then as I got older, I started discovering, like, there were magazines, and I would work on those magazines. And I got into Stony Creek, and I did a lot of them. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you so much, sweetie. Yeah, that was the thing when I taught my class up in Asher. They had a form to fill out on what things you liked and that. And they liked it that I took the time. And also, they liked my stories. I said they found them so funny. Yeah. I can't drone on and on and on and on. I can't do that. That's not me. That's not me. No, not at all. Oh my gosh, why is this? Ugh. Oh my gosh. So, I've been stitching since 1977 when my friend who worked at Elsa Williams' business in West Townsend, Massachusetts, taught me. We used to get floss at her store or Ben Franklin's craft store. Yeah, see, we never had any of that. And we never had Michaels at the time. We did have Crafts Canada. I'm not bored. I posted my project on the Facebook. So, well, these guys are sleeping. Well, Jonah is, anyways. Probably Ruthie's over. And, yeah, it's, but yeah, we didn't have anything. My mother had there used to be those old cookie tins. And my mother had her stuff in there. She had an old hoop and she had old thread and everything else. And that thread was nothing like the thread we have now. Nothing. And given the choice now, and I've gotten arrow threads, DMC, I've gotten specialty threads like Classic Color Works, I've gotten Painting Fairy threads, I've got CXC threads, all of that. The one that I like the best now is the Painting Fairy threads. Absolutely, I do. Absolutely. I also sold mostly kits, but I used to find patterns in cross stitch magazines. I still have the original magazine from my first project, which was counted. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I don't. I've moved so many times. Stuff has gotten lost and all of that. I don't know. Yeah. And I did mostly where I did for other people. Yeah. I did mostly for other people. Yeah. And then, of course, once my grandkids came along, and I have two adult sons. The oldest one is going to be 47 in November, and the youngest is going to be 45 in October. It really ages you. Anyway, I did too. Many wedding or birthing out. Yeah, I did too. And then I started doing for my grandkids. But then, of course, my son and his wife never stopped having kids. So they had 8. And no. And then the proverbial poop hit the fan. And yeah. So the first 4 got a lot of cross stitch. I discovered Truths and Winslow in the early night. Yeah, same here. I think though for me it was in the 80s. I love her designs, but oh my goodness. What a challenge. That was a challenge. Oh my goodness. And I did the castle, which my oldest son wanted. And I did that one, and that was before I had ever looked at linen or even weave. And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to do this because, even weave was too intimidating. It isn't now, but yeah. So, yeah, that one was challenging. That one was absolutely challenging. And the number of blends. You had maybe, I really need to look at peacock tapestry that my uncle had half stitched. Yeah, you should. I know you've been saying that for a while, Gigi. Yeah. It's like I want to get back to my Lady in the Woods. And I have others. Oh my gosh. It's mostly all blends. Yeah, that's the thing. You may have 50 colors, 50 different shades, but you will have 150 blends. So you might get where you have, say, 500 and you got 501. Then you'll have 500 and 502, 500 and 503. And then you'll go 501, 502. To shame myself. It's beautiful. There's so much done. Had you worked on it at all? Or is it all just from your uncle? And yes, men do stitch. Men do stitch. Oh gosh. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. No, nothing there. Oh. Oh, no. 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 I, oh. I don't know where my chocolate went to. Oh, I want a piece of chocolate. Oh, here it is. Ah, I found it. I think God was just hiding from me. So. But I've done all kinds of Stony Creek, lavender and lace, mirabilia, stitching with the housewives. Is that? I tried chatelaine. I did. I've done my own, like up here. Here. My Regal Lady right there. That is a custom that I had made. And then my Blue Nun, if you can see it over there. And there's my autumn, Celtic autumn. So, oh, sorry. So yeah, that is so, are you guys seeing that reflection there? Sorry. And, yeah. So, I don't even know anymore. Joan Elliott's. I've done lots of hers. I've only got one here of my own. The rest I gave to my granddaughters, and I also stitched for my friend Pat, who just passed away. I did her a whole bunch of them, and Mirab's, and I've done stitching for other people who have asked me and paid me. And yeah, so I have no idea where any of these went to. Yeah. And then, so then I got into doing the printed. And I thought, oh, okay, this is it. This is all I'm going to do. And then I don't know, a couple of years back, I was just looking at it and I was thinking, I've got all these stitching with the housewives. I want to do some of them. So that's what I did. And if you look at this year's, way back, I was working on the monthly barns. One a week I got, and I got them all done. I had 4 done, and then I worked and worked hard to get the others finished. And I got them finished. Just a minute here, I'll show you what one is. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh goodness. So this is the September barn. So I got that done. Yes, I know it's probably backwards. And as you can see, I put embellishments in there. So that is done. So I just have October, November, and December. And this is what you do. You can lace it. This one I started and I want to get back to. This is Time Traveler. And I love this fabric. I got this from Painting Fairy. And I know I want to get back to it. When, I'm not sure. Then I was working on a Haid. I don't know where my other pieces are. But it was this one. I haven't done anything more. This is Fairy Tale Tower. And this is 1/1 on 25 count. My very first time trying 25 count. And I want to get back to this. And I can tell you the thing that helped the most was Stitch Wensler's Castle sampler, which has the people playing instrument. Yes, I know. Castle Above and Lily Maiden and others. Oh, wow. Almost have the left border done. Okay, well, that's good. But see, I was doing okay with this until I tried to, have it so that I can put it up. Everything does not go. It does not go for me. When I had that one there that attached to the table, no. It's, that's when I kind of stopped. So, yeah. That Hard is a killer 1/1. Yes, it is. Haid. That Haid is, yeah, it is. I had never done 1/1 before. I know I'd like to get back to it. Right now, with my head, I can't. And I'm under so much stress here. And that's not what's supposed to happen. In your golden years, and I use that term lightly, and we all know that, it's supposed to be easy peasy, right? Everything's supposed to be good and no stress and no nothing. And I was doing good here until all of this started at ground zero. Yeah. And see, I don't deal well with stress and all the stuff. That is my borderline. That's what does it. It's why I have the actions that I do. It's why I respond the way that I do. It's like I can go 0 to 1,000 like that, where I'm nice and calm. And I thought that was Ruthie. And then all of a sudden it's just no, no. What the heck is that? I don't know what that noise is. Is that here? No? I don't know what that is. I have a ghost. I have a ghost. I started a Hade Spirit of Winter Robin. I think it's 1/1 on 25. I saw it on Dizzy Stitcher's beautiful but hard. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. It's and there's so many like Jen the Caffeinated Crafter. Oh my gosh, that woman. She has enormous ones that she stitches 1/1, like Honeymoon Sunset. And oh, she's working on the 6 portals, and I haven't watched her channel in a month. But yeah, I just, and I don't play the games. I don't play the games. That is not something that I do. It's too confusing for me. Darren makes it look so easy. Jen makes my head spin. Yeah. Yeah. Like I just, she would play these games and, 250 stitches here and 500 stitches there and 1,000 over there. And oh, I can't do that. My mind just does not grasp that. It's, it with numbers and stuff, no. I prefer simple, easy to do. Yes, I know I do want to finish up these Joan Elliott's. And I have Canadian Beauty, too, that I want to finish up. And then I have the winter houses. I have the samplers I want to get done. I have the one for my doctor I want to get done. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it's like, when am I going to find the time, right? Her projects are wonderful, such variety, but I get lost in all her list goals and percentages. Yeah, same here. I do watch Becky's Madness for Crafting, too. And there's a few others. I do watch Stitching with the Housewives. I watch it on Saturday. So I watched theirs this morning just to see what they've got coming up. I tried entering into some of their contests, but no. They seem to all go to US people. And the same people. Like you'd hear the same names over several weeks, like it might be this week and then in 2 weeks their name again. So unless it's someone else. But yeah, no. And because I'm Canadian, I would like designers to do more Canadian designs. You know, patriotic is not just limited to the US, right? So it's, you know, I've been trying to get them to do stuff with Canadian themes. Now, Twin Peak Primitives, they had some with Canadian themes. Um, Shannon Christine does. Erin Elizabeth does. And there are other ones. But it's, yeah. There's just not a lot of them. I know that if you get the, you know, those UK magazines, oh, I used to buy them all faithfully. But then they got to be so expensive. They got to be like $22 for a magazine. Loose thread stitchers, nice ladies and pretty projects. Jenny is stitching a Donna Vermilion sampler that I love. Have the chart, but not ready to start it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I've got so many. So, yeah. But where is this? Right here. No, I don't. God. No, 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 that's not the right color. That's not the right color. No, that's not the right color. This is the right color. Almost put the wrong color in there. But I would say that Painting Fairy has got a lot of, you know, and you can get PDFs from them too. And like I got one just to try it out. Oh my gosh, that thing's huge. But what I would do is I would remove a lot of the background because I don't think it's necessary. It's just too cluttered. And I mean, I'd like to work on it and that. So I don't know, maybe I'll use that as a gift away. I don't know yet. So I have to see. I have to see. Because I have so many of them. And if I'm not stitching them, yeah. Yeah. So please remember that next Sunday, okay, so that is going to be what day? Just a minute, let me see here. Okay, so that is the 30th of August. That is when our next live is going to be. We'll get back to our regular. It's just that I wanted to go here to the, over there, you know. Yes, I could have gotten it, that I could have gotten a ticket for today, but no, I want it for tomorrow because tomorrow has got more of the folk music. And I am going to take this over there and I'm going to stitch on it. So I can sit there and listen. And yeah, I can't take my autumn sampler because it's too small. I have the Serenity Harbor sampler chart by the Bay. large project. It was offered as a monthly sell. I'm thinking of starting it in January and following her month-to-month segments. Oh, okay. That sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, does anybody else have any plans yet for next year? There are 12 segments. Well, that fits every month of the year then. I have not yet had plans for next year yet. I do know that I do want to try and get some projects finished. I'm tired of having them as whips. I want to get them done. So, am I going to work on that? And I'm also doing a rotation with the samplers. So in September, I'm starting spring sampler. In October, I'm starting summer sampler. And then I go back in November to winter sampler and autumn and so on. Because then I'm hoping that I won't get bored with it and I can get more done and all of that. Yeah. I don't know yet. You and gangbusters getting all the burns done. You did 12. Well, I had 4 done before. And then I did 8. And I did 1 a week. I got them done. I stitched 1 a week. Yeah, I worked hard on those because I wanted to get them done. Now, do I want to start another series? And I've got Trucking Along. I've got some of the other seasonal ones I'd like to do. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Ugh. But yeah, I wanted to get all the barns finished. And I did. But I can tell you that was hard. That was hard. That was a lot of work. And what I do is I have a tiered tray over there that's got a small handle on it and it's got 2 sides to it. So then I just stick it in there. Okay, that's why they're not framed. Because they look good just the way that they are. And I'm happy with that, so yeah. So I don't know. Oh, I've got Calico Chicken too. That was from what the heck was that company? Charles of Charlie's Official Store. Yeah. And I worked with her and we got a special discount for my channel and yeah. So I know I'd like to get to that one again, but when am I going to find the time for all of these? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But I love Calico Chicken. I hope you work on it. Yeah, I know, I do too. I do too. But my goal is to get this one done. And just like how I got Egyptian Sampler finished. And Juliet is going into Winnipeg on Tuesday. So I asked her to get me a piece of foam board, preferably black. So I'm hoping, I'll have that. And then I'm going to mount it up, and I'm going to take it down there to, and if you're just looking at this and you just join me, oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, gosh. Two. This is what I did. This is Egyptian sampler. And my my pharmacist is Egyptian. So I thought, yeah. So this is what I'm planning on giving him. And I didn't have to do it. He didn't ask me to do it. I've just done it on my own. Because yeah, it is. It is. Working on black is difficult. I'll give you that. But once you get to working on it, it becomes easier. You just get accustomed to it. But yeah, I finished that up. I don't even know how long that took me, because I took a break in between because I ran out of threads. And yes, I used variegated threads, and that was number 111. And I just barely had enough. So I tried to get some more, but I ordered them from Temu, but they sent a different one. So, yeah. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Remember that there is the Facebook group, Stitching in the Interlake. You must answer the questions. I don't know what's going on. Banging. Banging, banging, banging. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah. I still don't know what they're planning on doing over here, but... So, yeah, another couple of minutes here, and then we will wrap this up. So, tomorrow I'm just going to do a regular video in the morning, okay? And then, on Monday, 24th, I believe, we should be back to our regular. Now, I know sometimes, like the video yesterday, oh my gosh, I try 3 times to get a video to load. If it doesn't load, oh, I'm going to sneeze. If it doesn't, oh gosh, no, just a minute. Oh. It almost feels like I'm going to sneeze, but no. But it didn't want to load. It just kept, it would be stuck at 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes. And what I have to do is I have to go in there, delete it, re-upload it into YouTube, and then put it in there. And that can take a while. So if I can't get it after the 3rd time, I'm not doing it. No, I just take it that for whatever reason, it's not going to go. I don't know if it is that there is too many people on the bandwidth, or is there some other problem? I don't know. Almost sounds like Gary is doing something. He's moved out here, or he is moving out, and so I don't know what they're doing. Unless there's somebody outside doing something. I have no idea. So I'm hoping tomorrow that when I go over there to the Roger Kimley Festival, that I can take a bit of a video. It won't be very long, but I'm just going to kind of go through it. Maybe a little bit of the music. And I'll post it on the Facebook group, I think. Yeah. And the music I can't help because that's what's there. And I usually ask people, can I record your video, like your music and that? And yeah, they say, sure, go ahead. And I mean, other people do it too, right? So, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, this is where I worked all down here. And I'm doing all of these ones here. But tomorrow I'm going to work on this over there. And maybe I can get that color finished. No, that's, oh yeah, that's it up here too. And over here. So yeah, I've got a lot to do. So it'll just give me something to do when I'm sitting there. Because I feel like I need my hands in motion. So anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you everyone who joined me today, especially because it's a Saturday. But after this, thank you, Gigi. Oh, you're such a blessing. Oh, God love you. And yeah, and go and check out Painting Fairy or fairycrossstitch.com, and you can use my discount code Ava Kunzelman, EVAKUNZELMAN. Yeah, and yeah, and you'll get an extra 5% off. Yeah, I don't know what's going on out there. I don't know. Maybe I'll find out tomorrow. Who knows? Anyways, have a wonderful Sunday. We'll see you on the live next Sunday. Oh, no, today is Saturday. Sorry. Yeah, tomorrow is Sunday. But have a wonderful, we'll see you in a week. Alrighty, everybody. I got you. I'm starting at page 2. Shelby Shines creates. Okay, I'll have to check you out. Okay? And that sounds wonderful. Can't wait to see it. Toodaloodles, everybody. Oh, wait a minute.